everyone, I'm Taegan with the Spotlight Media Network, and I'm here in downtown Louisville at the Town Tavern with Dina Picciano. How are you today?
Good, how are you, Taegan? Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to sit down and talk to you about this beautiful bar that we have downtown.
Thank you. Thanks again for being here.
So tell me how you took over the Town Tavern and kind of just the story behind all of that.
Sure. I've been in the restaurants and hospitality industry for as long as I can remember, as long as I started working. We saw that the Town Tavern was for sale, and I hadn't been in the restaurant or bar business since, pretty much the shutdown. I previously owned the Martini Lounge in downtown Canton, Picciano's, and I hadn't been in the business for quite some time, and this opportunity presented itself. So we signed paperwork, my business partner and I, my silent partner and I signed paperwork in October of 23, and then we came in and just decorated for Christmas. And we opened the bar under our management from Thanksgiving until New Year's. Then at that time, we closed and remodeled for 6 weeks. We reopened on Valentine's Day of 24. So we've just got about a year under our belt now.
Yeah.
And I think it's going great. I feel like it's going great. With any business, especially a new business, you have ups and downs.
Yeah.
Our kitchen's almost finished, which is going to be amazing, and at that time we're going to start opening on Sundays and offer a Sunday brunch.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yes.
So, tonight, the environment in here is awesome.
Thank you.
People that came to see the singer and everything like that. It just seems like a very fun environment to be in, to come hang out, especially in the evenings after work, things like that.
Absolutely.
So, when coming to downtown Louisville, what was your kind of initial thought? Knowing if you knew anything about downtown Louisville, things like that, how to expand your business in this town?
So, I guess that, I've been to the second Fridays that, are downtown, previous to purchasing the Town Tavern. I really love the bar and restaurant industry and the hospitality industry, so I guess that because the opportunity presented itself, I just saw, I saw a nice little cozy spot that would be, nice to plant my feet and start, selling delicious cocktails and fresh drinks and beers and wines. And then, like I said, our kitchen will be done soon. So I love the city and the people. It's like a small town, but we're right on the outskirts of a little bit of a bigger town, sister town, if you would, with Canton. Definitely a nice community. There's a lot of wonderful independently run businesses in the downtown area and around downtown. A lot of camaraderie between everyone. There's definitely room for more. There's spaces downtown, that are available now, and then also, need a little remodel here and there, and will eventually be available for lease to bring in a little bit more business. So Umbrella Alley's amazing. That brings a lot of people from all over the place, and that's nice.
Yeah, going back to what you said about being a cozy environment in here. I remember I came in here for the first time during a second Friday this past season, and I was blown away because I did not expect it to be, cozy. The woodwork and just the whole bar setup is very cozy and very just nice to look at, and it's a nice environment to be around.
I love it. I love it here, and everyone who comes in, I think feels the same way. They enjoy themselves. It's a comfortable atmosphere. It's, it's still a bar, even though it's a little bit cleaned up. I don't want to go too fancy or, pretentious. I almost feel like maybe putting a few more beer signs in, but then also keeping it that speakeasy vibe.
Yeah, I feel like it's right in the middle. It's very... Just in the middle, cozy, just fun.
For a while, I thought, we were having kind of an identity crisis here, but I have embraced that to where it's a little bit of a couple of vibes, and then you've got, you know, that spreads across the clientele as well, because you have people who are coming in that want to just drink beer, and you also have different groups of people coming in that come in for our specialty drinks.
Yeah.
You're going to hear music on the jukebox from A to Z.
Yeah.
You will, and everyone seems to mesh together so nicely. You know, you have different crowds drinking Manhattans and different crowds doing shots of Fireball. You just don't.
Yeah.
You just don't know, and it's great because it's so vast, and everything's run smoothly. Like the year and a half or so that we've been here, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that's good. So speaking of your specialty
Thank
drinks,
you.
I kind of want to talk about those a little bit. What are some of your specialty drinks or popular drinks that someone would come in and ask for?
Yeah, so every month we offer a $5 drink of the month. So that's always fun and ever-changing. We'll do seasonal drinks. We are running a beer special now. So we're just doing different specials, different features. Our menu consists of classic martinis, from like your dirty martinis and your lemon drops to, you know, dessert cocktails and more full-flavored cocktails. We could pretty much make anything if we have the ingredients.
Yeah. Is there anything that, from just bartending obviously, that is the most popular drink here that someone would come in, like the most asked for drink?
I'd say the most asked for drink would be Tito's and whatever they mix it with. I'm telling you, everyone's on the Tito's kick. Dirty martinis are popular, and that's the vodka, olive brine, and then their choice of stuffed olives. That's popular. We have a spicy beet martini that's fun and stands up to a dirty martini.
So you mentioned the kitchen opening up soon.
Yes.
What are you looking to offer?
So we'll start out just offering finger foods and small plates, meat and cheese plates, a couple of different dips. And once we just start that simple menu offering, we're going to open on Sunday brunches and offer more of a substantial menu on Sundays. Then that way we go from, it's hard in a business to just go from not serving food to serving a full-blown menu and then incorporating new staff and all the costs of food, the costs of payroll. I mean, there's a whole like obvious process with it. And we, like I said, we've done well here, but it is very up and down. So where I'm at is, I'm not going to take that leap of I'm doing full-blown burgers and everything every night. So we'll kind of work back from Sundays, if you would. So a lot of fun brunch items for Sundays. We'll do the Bloody Mary bar, we'll do the mimosas and bellinis, and of course all the other cocktails that we have on our menu.
So when purchasing Town Tavern, what were your goals with this business? Like, if you remember them, of course. What were the initial goals when you bought it?
So when we first bought the bar, we just kind of cleaned in detail, and it morphed into it's Christmas, and we're going to wait to reopen until the night before Thanksgiving. So it was kind of felt like a Christmas pop-up bar, if you would. And we've showcased that, you know, this past year as well. But I guess the goal would be to eventually serve food. The goal would be to just, you know, come in, have fun, serve drinks.
Now, obviously, as you progress in this town, is there any things you're looking forward to, just with being in Louisville, being here longer?
Yeah, yes. I'd like to see Second Fridays go all year. I would like to see the downtown area prospering with a few more businesses. I'd like to see more events that are held in the city, by the city, from live music to food trucks to different festivals that we could put together, like the Taste of, you know, Stark County, where we would invite restaurants from all over Stark County to set up and things like that. Some more arts. We have wonderful arts now. The Historical Society and the Art Gallery. Umbrella Alley features artists. for their, I think it's every few months that they do a different installment in Umbrella Alley.
Yeah, I know they definitely over the summer showcase a lot of artists with the chalk. That's always fun to go look at as well.
Yes.
So how do you guys specifically get involved with the community? Obviously, Second Fridays, I know you guys have a pop-up a little bit out there.
Yeah.
But what other ways do you get involved in the community, and what other ways do you hope to possibly?
Sure. So from May through December of last year, we held guest bartending every Wednesday, and we had 32 guest bartending events. We raised $18,000 for the guest bartenders charity of choice. That event was great. It went amazing. It showcased our remodel. So when people came back to the Town Tavern, they've been coming through their whole life. They were like, wow, this is different and this is great. And then, so the Tips for Charity has been amazing. And I plan to continue to do that every Wednesday. I'm always looking for guest bartenders. The tips to be raised for a charity or a fundraiser or a specific, family or individual in the community that is in need. I'd like to see the Town Tavern open 7 days a week and serving food, from 11 till 11 every day. So it's more of a staple in town, and it's open. It's there. It's anytime, between these times and these times. But again, being a new business, because what I did when I bought the bar, again, everyone's welcome, but I changed the way that this space was and this place was. And I think that, over the years, like I said, it had different owners. The previous owner, Gary, who was absolutely wonderful, worked at the steel mill, and he ran it kind of like the steel mill bar. And that's what it was, and he did a great job at running his business here at the Town Tavern. And I guess everyone has a different way that they would run business if it was up to them. How they would run their, clothing store, their bar, their automotive shop, it's still a bar. Everyone's welcome. I like to say that all the time because everyone is welcome,
it definitely feels very welcoming. I will say, definitely more welcoming than I would have genuinely assumed walking in here. So very comforting, very comfy feelings walking in this environment. So I think you guys have done a great job.
Thank you so much. As far as the community, I would just like it to be a place where everybody likes to go. Everyone's welcome. They can bring, families from out of town. Someone could come in alone and enjoy themselves. There's always people to chit chat with. Fun staff. There's room for ladies' nights. There's room for guys' night out. People just getting off of work. Just a place to gather, feel comfortable, make your own.
All right, well, I think that's all I have. Is there anything else you would like to specifically mention? Talk about your business. Anything else you would like to say?
Just stop by. Yeah. Stop in. Enjoy. Yeah. Cheers.
All right, well, thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that's all we have.